All right, I got to give a proper Marseille walking video. So down over that way is the port, Vieux-Port, which is like the center of town, really. It is like the Times Square of Marseille. I just came from this restaurant over here, Toma. It was good, but the portions were painfully small. Like for 17 euros, I ordered something that was like 2 pieces. Like it was like 2 little bites that you could put in your mouth. It was like, anyway, they asked me if I wanted to order another plate, and I just looked at the menu for like a minute, and then decided, does it taste good enough? Have the things that I've eaten tasted so amazing that it warrants getting another extremely small portion for the price that they're charging? And the answer to that was no. So I am foregoing more food at Toma. All right. I'm going to try to stick to what I know to be very nice, very calm neighborhoods, and not really go around where my hotel is. A lot of illicit activity takes place in that area, and if there's one thing that I've learned, a great way to get your phone smashed and to get assaulted is to be caught filming in an area filled with illicit activity. People who are up to things they shouldn't be up to do not like it when you come by with a camera filming. So try to stick, even though it's fun. We want to see those areas, right? We want to see where all the riffraff are. But the riffraff will smash my phone and smash my face. And I know the French healthcare system is better than ours, but I don't want to experience it firsthand. We got some cherubs. They like their cherubs. The French like their cherubs. All right. Let's walk around here. Trying to like get my sense of direction, and I just stepped in something nasty. I think it was shit. I think I just stepped in shit. Go figure. So now I'm doing that because there's dirt there. I don't know if that's like the thing you're supposed to do, but it's what I'm doing. History de Marseille, Middle Ages. They got these little like history markers all over the city. And this is something that I always have to give a shout out to. that I've appreciated ever since my first time in France is that they have these public toilets that you go, you press the button, it opens, you go inside, you do your business, you come out, you press a button inside to let you out, you come out, the door closes, it self-cleans. They're not all like in tip-top shape, and I don't know how well the self-cleaning really works because they're usually pretty gross. But when you gotta go, you gotta go. And that's much better than having nothing, in my humble opinion. There's a hat store. I think it's closed now, but I really wanted to buy a hat. Maybe I'll buy a hat in Paris. I leave for Paris tomorrow. So, last night in Marseille, last chance to get a video. So, here it is, I'm doing it. So, bar à jeu. That stands for game bar. Game bar. So they've got games there, I'm guessing. So just kind of randomly wandering. We're here kind of on the south side of Marseille. I'm on the south side of the Vieux Port, so that's like the dividing line. And apparently the north part of the Vieux Port was very, very poor, and the south part of the Vieux Port was like where the bourgeoisie and the wealthier people bought and built very expensive houses, and that's where we are, and it's newer, the south part, south of the Vieux Port. There we go. You know, I've been here a week almost. I've been here for 6 days, and I still have not ridden the subways. I have not ridden the subways in Marseille. I took one public bus yesterday, but that's it. Other than that, I've just been walking and walking and walking. So here we got a fountain. Yeah. Definitely love their fountains in France. That's without a question. So Banque de France. Bank of France. So this is Rue Paradis, crossing with Boulevard du Muy. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Probably not. Yeah, let's continue heading south. At some point, I'll decide to turn around and head in the other direction because my hotel is located in the other direction. I gotta get home, gotta do my Duolingo. Gotta do my Duolingo before midnight. Don't want to lose my streak. My Duolingo's doing me like micro amounts of good. Like I can order things at restaurants, kind of. I can go to a store and ask for something, kind of. I can ask for directions, kind of. So, I mean, that's more than I was able to do like a year and a couple of months ago. So I guess it's doing me a little bit of good. You know, I studied French for 6 years, 2 years of middle school, 4 years of high school. And then there was like a staggered studying of it in college. I took intermediate French at Boston University in my sophomore, well, what would have been my sophomore year there. Long story. And I wound up dropping out of it because I was going to fail. That's why I dropped out of it, because I was going to fail. I'm like, I'd rather have a W, a withdrawal, than an F. So then, when I got to Pace University the following year, I think it was my second year at Pace, like my fourth year total of college, I took basic French and aced it with flying colors. There's like a point in learning the language that I just can't get past, and I don't like. I get very lost with future tense versus future conditional, like I will versus I would, stuff like that. And yeah, my vocabulary's generally been pretty weak all this time. So that's just something that there's no magic pill with vocabulary. You really just have to remember. I gotta treat it like it's a play, and like it's a script that I have the lead role, and like I have to memorize the script. So we got these grand Corinthian columns here. That's what being a tour guide has taught me, is that these are Corinthian columns. Not exactly sure what the building is. Honorum Sancti Joseph Sponsi Beat Mare Ved Virgin. So something holy, something. So it says that monument historique. So it is a historical monument. There's a side street there. The Beirut. So Lebanese food. Got a lot of Lebanese restaurants in Marseille. I went to a really good Tunisian restaurant last night. So there's a side street over here and a side alley over there. And you got the Baha'i Center over here. So Baha'i, for anyone who's not familiar, is a religion that started in Central Asia and is actually it's very prominent for a religion that not many people have heard of in the United States. Very prominent in the US, actually, particularly in the South. I think there's actually a southern state or two in the US where Baha'i is the second biggest religion next to Christianity. Yep, facts. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like making a left. Let's make a left. Sometimes my senses tell me to go somewhere. All right, I'm gonna cross the street because sometimes I just get a sense about things. Again, one of the names of the game when it comes to doing these public videos is you don't want anyone to get it in their head that you are focusing the camera on them. Sometimes when people are gathered on a sidewalk and I'm pointing the camera forward the whole time I'm walking toward them, they start thinking, oh, he's filming me, and then I have a confrontation on my hands. Trying to remain confrontation free. Got lots of folks dining out. It is a Friday night in Marseille, so people get their Friday night going with some dinner, some drinks. Couvent Saint-Lazare. There's the cathedral across over there. Looks like something going on in there. Probably shouldn't walk in with a camera. Not that I think I'm going to get jumped by a bunch of priests or anything, but if there's some kind of ceremony or something going on, I want to respect that and not barge in. I'm feeling like a turn might be in order sometime soon. So, livraison means delivery. Emporter means to go. Snack means snack. All right, let's turn here. We like big fountains. Should get a blue suit like that one. Cocktail. All right. Go. Right. Let's go look at this fantastic fountain over here. Go. There's a little circle. L'été Marseillais. Marseille summer. Yeah. They do know how to do statues and fountains in France. Right. And we did it. We made our way around the statue, around the fountain. Now to figure out where to go. I am feeling this direction for some reason. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go down that street. I don't know why. My senses are telling me to. And my senses are not always great, so it might wind up being terrible, but that's a chance I'm willing to take. We'll see what happens. There we go. There we go. I don't speak French. I have a feeling that guy just cursed me out. All right. Let's see. I don't know. My spidey senses are telling me that I'm heading in a very weird direction. Yeah, I don't know about this. I'm getting a vibe. I'm getting a vibe, and I'm going to change directions because my vibe is vibin'. So we're changing directions because I don't want to wind up in a situation. All right, let's continue along. Let's go in this direction instead. This feels less vibey to me. Boulevard by. So, in case anyone was wondering, Lyon is in that direction. I like Lyon. Lyon's a good city. I went there a couple of years ago. You should look at my YouTube channel. There are some Lyon videos. Well, this will be on my YouTube channel, so you're right there on YouTube. Yeah. There's a little pizza stand over here. There we go. There's a lot of this, a lot of people watching TVs in front of cafes because of the World Cup. I know France and Morocco faced off last night. I have no idea what the results of that were. Don't tell anyone. Anyone around here finds out that I don't know that, it's blasphemy. So just so we're clear, I am now wandering in places I've never been in the city. That's my last night gift to myself. So I'll just randomly wander. I mean, back where we were before, where the fountain was, that I went there before, but now we are in uncharted territory for me. And we'll see how it goes. Could go well, could go not so well. We'll find out. Little 24-hour place to buy stuff. Mechanique. Okay, so You probably figured out I'm not exactly showing you Centre-Ville, the city center right now. I'm not even sure what arrondissement I'm in right now. This is pretty random on my part. I'm getting a message in mind that it might be time to change direction. The boulangerie. I'm not going to go in that direction. That's the direction of the vibe. We want to stay away from the vibe. Let's cross over here. Start heading up that way. I'm not sure what's up that way. I have no idea. But I'm sure there's something. So that is the street that we were just walking down, in the middle of the street. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now we are rounding the corner, and excuse-moi. Yeah. I like that image of the lady. So that's the Sheldon. Yeah. There's another one of those 24-hour markets. I've actually got one of those across the street from my hotel. Serves me well. And I got the time, so I'm gonna rhyme. Oh, so there's the big Notre-Dame de la Garde, which is basically the Eiffel Tower of Marseille. It's that church that's up on a hill over there. And I went there yesterday. Tried to tell the nun that I was a tour guide in an attempt to get into the museum for free. My communication with her utterly failed. Either she didn't understand anything that I was saying, or I just didn't understand what she was saying, and she actually did understand what I was saying, but I didn't understand that she understood what I was saying because I didn't understand what she was saying. Were you able to follow that? But yeah, I paid. It was a cheap museum. It was €4, so I paid, got in, and had 15 minutes. Had literally 15 minutes before they shut the museum down. And then I went into the cathedral, to the basilica, and it was lovely. I took a bunch of pictures, and I'm glad that I did it. Took a bunch of pictures from up there at that very high point as well. The views of the rest of Marseille are absolutely stunning from up there. Even I'm asking myself, Peter, where are you walking right now? Like, there's so many beautiful, cool, hip, fun, crazy parts of this city, and I'm just like walking through whereversville. But that's what I do. I wander about randomly. Sometimes it leads to good things. Usually it leads to nothing. All right. Let's I'm not sure where I want to go. I'm going to let that car go though because I'm making up my mind. I feel like I don't know. I kind of feel like going down this little street that's across the street. Didier et Brigitte. That's just going to lead me. That's just going to lead me more to nothing. All right, compromise between the two. We'll just continue walking down the street that I was walking down. Split the difference. So many motorcycles. I made a joke about motorcyclists the other day, but I'm not going to make it on here because it's offensive. It's offensive to anyone who rides a motorcycle, so I'm not going to make my motorcycle joke. If you want, you can send me a message on social media or something, and I'll tell you my motorcycle joke. It's not even that funny of a joke. It's just being very offensive to people who ride motorcycles. Carrefour. Which is French for intersection, if I'm recalling correctly. So we're heading back north now. All right. Looks like some things are starting to be here, like a restaurant over here. Yes, okay. Looks like we're returning to some semblance of the center of the city. Let's see what this says. I don't have time to stand here and translate that in my mind. I'll just look at it later. This is nice. See, back where things are happening. Away from the bumblefuck area. Muse. Yeah. Everyone's watching the games. Yeah, we're in a place where there's stuff. That is a huge difference, huge improvement over where we were before, where there was nothing going on. So pasta de saison, restaurant. Restaurants. Yeah. Again, with the game watching, people gather outside of these places and watch the game. A very big thing. Oh.
Cette équipe de Belgique dispute son troisième quart de finale de Coupe du Monde depuis.
And I think I have inadvertently found myself in like the hip area. Big French flag draped over the side of there. All right. All right, now I'm gonna try to get across. Yeah, this is Cool Julien over here. Cool Julien, it's like the hip spot. It's where like all the nightclubs and everything are. And it's a Friday night, so this is gonna be pretty busy later on. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. I know I'm saying yeah a lot. This is Le Pulse. This is actually, Le Pulse is a gay club. I know they had gay pride the other day, the day that I arrived. They had gay pride going on. And a lot of the people were coming here at the end of the night. They got this sort of like water fountain or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a city expert, but I would almost consider this area to be like the Washington Square Park, or I lived in Boston for a while, like the Harvard Square, or like the Châtelet of which is in Paris, of Marseille, Cours Julien, the Châtelet, the Harvard Square, the Washington Square Park of Marseille. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wrap up this video soon and head back to the hotel. I gotta get that Duolingo in, and gotta attempt to get to sleep at some kind of reasonable time tonight. This place, by the way, is like really cool. It's like a restaurant, bar, cinema place, and they have like a movie schedule and everything. I noticed that the other night. Oh, sorry. Yeah. There you go. Watching the game, because that's what they do. Got some food going on. Yeah. So we found our way out of the sticks and found our way to like the hip place. I have a feeling I'm going to get hit with like a copyright something or other from that, but that's okay because I do not monetize this video. So I can get hit with that. Won't make a difference to me. Yeah. More copyright stuff bounces right off me. ricochets right off me because I don't monetize my videos. So I don't need to worry about that. That's the advantage of making no money. So this is the place. This is the place to be on a Friday night in Marseille. This is like, I think, where all the locals hang. All the tourists, they go to the Via Port. This is where the locals are. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong about that. I could be. Let's start winding this thing down because I need to start heading back to my hotel and start wrapping things up for the evening. Try to get to sleep at or around midnight. Imagine it's like gotta be like close to 10 p.m. now or something. So yeah, just want to thank everyone who came in, checked out my video, stopped by here on YouTube. And I'm going to make my way home now. God, they've got such great graffiti around here. All right, everyone. I'm gonna walk up over here and I'm going to end on this. I have no idea what this mural or whatever is, but it looks like, hey, there we go. I'm filming, she's filming, we're filming each other. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me, and have a pleasant day.